Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Today's the day, my friends. Today is the day that a lot of you have been waiting for a long time. We are going to build an iron farm. I hope we'll be able to finish it today. I hope that it will work. But we're finally going to get started on this. So I've been planning on building an iron farm in Kingdoms for ages, and I just never really kind of got around to it. Over the last couple days, I've spent quite a lot of time looking through various iron farm designs, trying to find one that fits my needs, because I want a design that will produce a lot of iron, but that's also relatively easy to build, relatively simple, and at the same time, is going to, it'll take care of my needs, essentially. So, there's the design that I've settled on. I would say it's called the Iron Stream. I'll put a link to the tutorial for it in the description. It's designed by, I don't know if it's ETA or ETA. I'm going to go with ETA. ETA740, member of the SciCraft server, because of course it's designed by a member of the SciCraft server, because like every technical build I ever make is designed by a member of the SciCraft server. It is a 16 village resettable iron farm that produces approximately 640 iron per hour. So the reason that I have gone with this farm over, say, like a single cell stackable iron farm or something like that, is that I want an iron farm that if I go to it and I AFK there overnight, I am set on iron for quite some time. That's really important to me. I don't want an iron farm that produces like a stack of iron per hour. This thing produces 10 stacks of iron per hour. But at the same time, I also don't want something that's absolutely insane, like the Iron Titan or the Iron Phoenix or something on that sort of scale. And I think this is kind of a nice sort of happy medium between the two. 640 iron per hour, 16 villages. That's big enough that it might even be a little bit of overkill for a single-player world, but it's also small enough that it doesn't feel too much like overkill. It means that if I go there and I AFK overnight, we're set on villages, or on iron for quite some time, and that's what we need. So I need to get all the necessary resources together for this. Thankfully, there is a full link, a full list of all the necessary building materials in the description of the tutorial for this iron farm, so that's very convenient. I really appreciate it when people do that for their redstone videos. But we also need 25 villagers, and I think I have that. I'm pretty sure that there are 25 villagers. If we go through this portal, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's just look and see. Yeah, we got a million villagers here. This looks like it should be 25 villagers. Let's see. Oh, and there's a ton of them up there as well. How am I going to get out of here? I did not think this through. Good job, self. Break that. Put a ladder. Get out of the way, people. Please. And I can't use a water bucket. This was very incredibly stupid on my part. I can't get out. I'm trapped. There's no way that I'm going to be able to put a block down, like, in any of these spots. This was incredibly stupid. I should have thought this through better. I really don't want to kill any of these villagers. Maybe I can just, like, come on, jump. There we go. Dirt. Okay, we've done it. We're okay. There we go. So yeah, this definitely looks like 25 villagers, especially once you take those into account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this is probably like 30 to 40 villagers, I would guess. That's not an exact count, obviously. But I think what we'll need to do... Oh, hi. You're dead. I think what we'll probably need to do here... Let's shove these guys in where they belong. We want to make sure we do this without actually going through the portal. Go. Down. There we go. All right. So there's the villagers. They should all be fairly safe. And then what we're going to have to do is basically do like a minecart system to pick these guys up and take them to wherever the iron farm is going to be. And I don't yet know exactly where that is. But we will definitely need a minecart system or an ice boat road or something, because we need 25 villagers for the iron farm. So I'm going to figure out where exactly I want to put the iron farm. I'm going to get the villager system all set up, and then hopefully we can get to actually making this thing. All right, guys, I think I've found a good location to build the iron farm. We are currently due east of Solus, which means that basically, actually, we're like due east of the portal. If I go flying back this way, it's not super far. Right here is where our portal is at, and therefore in the nether, right here is where all of our villagers are stashed. So I think we'll make it out there kind of over the ocean. That should be a location where we can easily control the mob spawns, which I think is important. We can get the villagers there fairly easily because it'll just be a straight path for us to take them to where they gotta go. And also, it's going to be an area that's kind of out away from everything else, because I'm going to be honest, this iron farm, I really don't care how this thing looks. This is not going to be a build that's made for looks. This is going to be a functional one. So I think we're going to build it out here over top of this. This island, I think, will be a nice little kind of hub, if you will, like a little gathering point. I think this will work really well. So I'm going to get all of the resources together. I'm going to get 25 villagers or so moved to over here. Or maybe I'll just move them. Yeah, I should probably move them to over here. But anyway, I'm going to get everything set up on this little island, get everything ready to go, and then we'll start building the farm. All right, guys, I am back. I've got about 15 of the villagers moved so far. I'm doing them like 5 at a time. And I figured, why not show a little bit of this? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that makes 20. Basically, all I did was add a little rail line that goes through here, take it all the way down there to where the portal is, and then when I'm done, I just block it off. And I'm basically sending 5 of these guys at a time. That's what I'm doing. And it's working, I think. Let's turn that off, because you need to come to a stop. When they get over here, I just break the minecart and do my best to shove them through the portal. So that now makes 20 out of the 25 villagers that we need. There we go. Turn that on so I can push these guys again. Well, this will be 20 once I get these 2 through the portal. There we go. And then if we go through the portal ourselves, we go into a little room that looks kind of like this. There's a whole bunch of villagers here. They're all kind of, okay, this actually might not be working as well as I'd hoped. Maybe I need to lower this a tiny bit. Also, it's night. Let's sleep real quick and we can take a look at this. I may need to rethink this just a tad, because I don't want them to go back through the portal at all, obviously. So they come out of the portal here, and they're supposed to end up going into a water stream. But I think what I need to do is actually lower this by 1 block, like so. And then we'll take the water here with a bucket. We'll take the water and we'll lower that down just a tad. And that way when they fall down, they'll be stuck. like, for good. I think that's going to work a little better. I need to... come on. Work with me here. I need to be able to get up on that ladder. Wow, this is easier said than done. There we go. Break that. And I need another ladder. And I think I have one somewhere. No? No other ladder, huh? Okay, well, we'll make another one. Oh. Let's just do one of those. And there we go. Now I have another ladder. And we can put that right there. And that way I can climb up and get out of here when I go through the portal. But we got 20 of the 25 villagers that we need. They're all getting kind of crammed into that one little corner right there, which I think is good. I'm also going to put a ladder right here so I can get back through the portal. And I think, yeah, this guy's going to be a little bit of a problem. I'll just have to shove him back in. No? Were you not completely out? I guess you weren't completely out the first time. There we go. Now you were completely out. Go through the portal. Dude, this guy's this guy's being real annoying. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the other villagers moved through and then gather the necessary resources so we can build the thing. All right, guys, I am back. I've got all of the resources gathered and everything ready to go, and I have started building the iron farm. I've actually got, I've got the easy part done. The easy and very grindy part, anyway. So this is going to be the main spawning chamber where all the golems spawn. Doors, lots and lots of doors. This is all done to specification. Now it's all the technical redstone-y stuff. So I'm making progress. We are getting there. And at this point, what's left is all the redstone, as I said, all the pistons, and getting the villagers in place. I hope I think I've decided to build this far enough off. I think this is far enough up off the sea level that I should be fine. And ultimately, this is going to go away. This is just a temporary little staircase for while I'm building. But we're getting there. All of the blocks are in place. This is the majority of the actual, like, grindy block placing. I think I have 20 doors left that I still need to place elsewhere. I've got... I mean, it's basically that and the redstone. And the redstone is not, like, super complicated. There's not a lot of really crazy stuff, and I gotta admit, the tutorial, Ita's tutorial, super easy to follow. So hopefully I get it right. But there's also, like, a lot of, I guess you'd call them, like, checkpoints along the way where you can say, like, okay, this is supposed to line up with this, and this is supposed to line up with this, and if this does not line up with this, you did something wrong. Like, there's a lot of little things like that. Which will kind of help me get this right. So I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to start working on some of the redstone, and I'll come back to you with a progress update in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got the left side, aka the western side, pretty much done at this point. I'm still I'm cleaning up some of the rails and stuff like that, but I got the two villagers here in place. Wasn't too hard, basically just used some rails to kind of yank them and put them where they gotta go, and once they actually got up there, they weren't too hard to get into position, so that worked out just fine, but now I gotta tear down all these rails behind me, and then I've got all the redstone over here in place as well, so we're making progress. Tell you what, I'll finish cleaning that up off camera. So if you look at the redstone, it's pretty simple. It's like mirrored 180, flipped, or it's rotated like 180 degrees on each side. So basically, these two sides are the same, rotated around this kind of center bit. And this is all here to kind of reset the whole thing and make it work. So we've got this in place. I think from this point, it's pretty much gonna be I'd say we're probably about like halfway done with the whole farm and probably about a third of the way done with the redstone. With the parts of the farm that aren't just placing all of this, all of these blocks. So we are making progress. We are getting there. Things are happening. I'm going to finish up the other side and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I think I've got the other side done. I just need to get the villager in place. So we're going to launch a minecart, grab a villager, get that flying all the way over to here. I'll just chill for a minute. We'll let the villager come on over. And thank you for coming to a stop. F3B so I can see what I'm hitting. We'll smack that. And then we just gotta kind of get you into your hole where you belong. Lovely. And then I think if I put a piece of glowstone right there, that should be good. And then it's just a matter of getting rid of all this stuff. So we'll just kind of, and I'll do that off camera. I'll clear a little bit of space so we can kind of see what's going on over there. But I think that is basically the majority of the farm done. I still need to do the on-off switch and the control mechanism. And then I still need to get the rest of the villagers all into places, but we're getting there. We're so close to done. I think I'm probably like 2/3 of the way done at this point. And so far, everything looks pretty good. So I'm going to get this finished up, and then I shall return. All right, guys, I am back. We're almost done. All I need to do is get all of these villagers, and I hope there is enough of them. I'm pretty sure this is exactly 20. If I've done my math correctly, this is exactly the right number of villagers. Some of them are all like glitched into each other though, so there's not really a good way to check. But if I've done my math correctly, we take these villagers, we need to send them up a water elevator and into this little chamber, and then they should basically be good. So this is what we are going to attempt to do. Right here, I've got a little thingy, a torch in here, and I'm gonna go with kelp. So we turn this all into water source blocks, like so. And then we just gotta figure out how to get the villagers into there. And that should be pretty doable, I think. So let's see. Right now they are attempting to get out right here. We can get rid of all this minecart track stuff. We don't need that anymore. So let's see. If they're all pushing out right here, let's just go like this. Right here. And we'll kind of go like that. So this is like our our villager pathway, as derpy as it is. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to look good because it's gonna get removed in a minute anyway. So something like that and like this. I need signs. Just a couple of them. There we go. Grab like 2 signs, put those right. Oh. Right there. Okay. And just for good measure, let's put one like right there as well. Although they're not gonna get pushed in from right there, so we need to actually change this just a little bit so it goes that way. So what'll happen is we'll have a water stream that will push them like so. At least this is the plan. And it should basically push them directly to where they need to go. Okay. Only one way to find out if this is actually gonna work. Let's do it. There we go. All right, my friends. Go forth. Be free. Onwards. You can do it. My plan is to kind of like leapfrog the water as they go. There should be exactly the right number of villagers right here. This should be every single one we need. Okay, I'll put a water source block there. We'll pick that one up. And now they should basically start kind of going along the path. Very, very, very slowly. Tell you what, let's put one here. See if we can get these guys in where they need to go. Maybe. Oh, I think I just saw one. Yep, there's one. Okay, it's a start. And they can take a little bit of damage. That's fine. So let's go water. I need glass blocks here. Glass. This may be a terrible plan. Well, let's do something like that to kind of keep them in place. This is a debacle, but hey, it's okay. It's gonna work. I have faith. We'll just grab a couple of these water sources. Come on. Come on, my friends. You can do it. Go forth. Go forth up into the villager holding cell place thing. I believe in you. No, don't go that way. Well, whatever. It'll be a lot easier to deal with like 2 of them than it will be to deal with 1.5 million of them. Okay. We're getting there. Okay, this is fine. Look at this. They're going forward. Go, be free. Into the water stream. Okay. Actually, you know what we could do? Better idea. We're gonna take that sign right there and put it right there. Nope. No, that's not gonna... I thought that would stop the water. What if we do this? And then we say you. No? Why can I no longer waterlog whatever. I guess we'll just do that. It'll be fine. Okay. How many we got left? We have 2. This is totally doable. All right, you, my friend, go that way. Give me that one. All right. Go forth. Go towards the elevator. You can do it. I believe in you. And one more. There we go. We've done it. Okay. Outstanding. And we'll just do that. So that should be all of them. They should all be wedged in up there where they belong. Fly, please. And it appears they are. So that's good. There are no more villagers left. There's just a whole bunch of them right here. And I think if I put a lever right here and do that, that should push them into where they need to go, and they'll just chill there. There's a ladder in place. So that should basically do it. Other than the fact that I need to make the spawning... I need to put the water in here and the spawning platforms and make the little killing room. But I think all the villagers are in place. I think the hard part is done. Oh, we're so close. All right, let me finish up this farm. We are nearly there. All right, guys, I am back. I think the whole thing is done. We've got our golem killing chamber in place here. Super simple. They fall down, they go into a water stream, they hit the lava blades, and then there's a set of hoppers here that'll pick up the items. We have a total of 9 double chests to hold on to all the items. We've got all the villagers in place, I think. So as long as I've done everything correctly, I think it's time to fire this bad boy up and give it a test run and see if it actually works. So I think all we need to do is press this button right here. It's going to start doing stuff. It'll reset. And apparently it takes about 25 minutes to fully reset with the first golem appearing in roughly 6 minutes or so. So I'm going to go AFK for a little bit, and we'll see if this thing starts working. Check it out, guys. There's a golem. It's burning. Oh, give me your sweet iron drops. I haven't been AFK that long. I've only been AFK for maybe 5 or probably like 10 minutes. But even still, it's definitely working. We're definitely getting golems. Things are spawning. Oh, did I just see another one? I thought I just saw another one spawn in there. Nah, maybe not. Still, this is totally working. It's not super fast yet, but as I said, it takes about 25 minutes to like warm up and get going all the way because of the way that like resetting villages work. But the fact that I'm seeing golems is very encouraging to me. And I've seen a couple of them now. That was not the first. The first, wow, we're at 14 iron ingots already. Okay, yeah, the first one, I didn't see, I went AFK, and when I came back, there was one in there, and I wasn't able to hit the recording button fast enough, but it appears we are definitely getting golems in our iron farm. It is totally working. This is fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna let this thing run for a bit. Oh, there's another one. Hello, Mr. Golem. Come into... what is it Tango calls it? Spicy hot juice or something? What does he call the lava? I forget. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna let this thing warm up all the way. Definitely let it run. I'll probably let it run for about half an hour, and then we'll check and see how quickly these golems are coming in. All right, guys, I am back. The warm-up period should be done right about now. I see a golem coming in. And during the warm-up period, so that's roughly like 25 minutes or so, we got about 2¼ stacks of iron. That's not bad. And about half a stack of poppies as well. And now that this thing is running at full capacity, now we're getting iron golems like crazy. Look at all these guys. They're popping in all over the place. So now we will get iron at a much faster rate. This thing is supposed to produce roughly 10 stacks of iron per hour, which is fantastic. Yeah, look at that. They're coming in hot and fast. Oh, I'm so happy. Man, this is great. Like, this honestly, this exceeds my expectations, and then some. A huge shout out to Ida740 from the Psycraft server for coming up with this design. I have never built an iron farm in vanilla Minecraft, ever. This is the first one that I've ever built, and the tutorial and the design are great. I mean, this is a 16 villager farm. I believe the Iron Titan is a 32 village farm, to kind of put that in perspective, like capacity-wise. And if I can follow along with that tutorial, having never built an iron farm in my entire life, anyone can do it. I'm super impressed. So huge shout out to him. As I said, I'll put a link in the description to the tutorial. This whole thing took me probably about 6 hours to build from start to finish, and that includes like the time that I just spent, the half an hour that I just spent now AFKing to let it warm up and test it, the time I spent grabbing the resources from my storage rooms and like all that kind of stuff. That's really like, I recorded the very first clip of this video about 6 hours ago. So that's actually really good. That took me much less time than I thought it was going to. I'm very happy with this. So yeah, we now have a working iron farm. It's not built in the spawn chunks, that's why, but it's resettable, so that doesn't matter. We're getting tons of iron. I can just AFK here for as long as I want, and we should be good to go. So I will probably AFK a bit between episodes. We'll do a little bit of that, because this thing is totally working. So I'm going to do that. I'll AFK between episodes overnight, probably. But before we call it a day, I should probably get a comment or question of the day for the video. So let me grab one. I'll be back in a sec. All right, guys, I'm back. I've got everything put away. I put everything away in the storage room in Regnum just because it's much closer than my storage room in Bullstone. But I have our comment of the day all picked out. And yeah, so the comment says, just a thought here, Wells, but if you have an excess of villagers you don't need, why not transfer them to your various kingdoms and have actual villagers in said kingdoms? It would bring the kingdoms to life. And that's from Walt Beasley. This is a question I get asked very often. Why don't you put villagers in the kingdoms? And the answer is pretty simple. Villagers are annoying. They're just meh. It never ends. They drive me insane. I actually hate villagers. I don't want them in my kingdoms because they would slowly drive me insane. That's the biggest reason. They're annoying. They make annoying noises. They run around. They open doors they shouldn't. They go in and out of structures they shouldn't. And they're just generally a pest. So that's why I don't have villagers in my kingdoms. Now, with that said, they announced at Minecon Earth that they are going to be completely and totally overhauling villagers. So it's possible that when that happens, once the villagers do get overhauled, it is possible that I will, at that point, then start putting villagers into the kingdoms. Right now, all the kingdoms are empty because I don't like villagers in their current incarnation. The way that they exist right now, it drives me nuts. I hate them. So there is a chance that once those changes come, and that's going to be, probably within the next, 6 months, whenever 1.14 or 1.15 or whatever it is that the village update, whatever the village and pillage update comes out, which is what they announced at Minecon Earth. And by the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about with these announcements, I did a recap, a summary and recap video that kind of went over everything important from Minecon Earth. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, go ahead and check that video out. It was, I think it came out on Sunday. But anyway, we may put villagers in the kingdoms down the road, depending on what changes they make to the villagers and if they make them not annoying. So there, that's the answer. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. If you want to learn how to build this iron farm for yourself, there's a link to that tutorial in the description. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.